I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People, I ain't never heard nobody talk about this, so let me be the first one, because I know I can't be alone. This boy is 12 years old. I've been in his life, all his life, except for the times that when his mama kept him away. You know, this boy had the nerve to say he don't like me and don't want to come to my house, and that he missed the times with his family, speaking of his mama family, and not his daddy's side of the family, like we don't exist, right? So he said this is taking up time. He said the 2 days that he spent over here feel like a whole week. And then he's not even looking forward to the 30 days he had to spend over here for summer. He said he don't want to come over here at all. Like, I'm a bad person. Like, I've traumatized him and did anything wrong to this little boy. We have done so much stuff, so much fun things. Spend time together, play basketball together, go amusement parks, go swimming, take riding in toys like this. And he had a nerve to choose his mama. Look at the camera, Gabe. Choose his mama over me like I'm around here treating him wrong. What kid don't want to be around their daddy? Please tell me. And as a daddy, this hurt because I know his mama got something to do with it too. But still, he's old enough to make his own decisions. And he chooses his mama over his daddy, his flesh and blood. Somebody that can teach him how to be a man, but he want to be up on a woman all day. Look at the camera, Gabe. Tell the people how you don't love your daddy and how you rather be with your mama, and time over here is boring and you don't want to spend time with your daddy. Tell people how you don't want to spend time with your daddy. I do. And he act like I haven't been picking him up all these years. Like, what is the problem? Like, this not your first time at my house. But yeah, he hurt my feelings, world. He really hurt my feelings, and you can't take that back, Gabe. I'm gonna give you what you want, and I'm gonna erase myself out of your life.
I don't want that.
I'm gonna give you what you want, Gabe. That is so messed up on so many levels. I would never tell my daddy nothing like that. My daddy was in my life. I would never tell my dad, because I know that would hurt my daddy's feelings. I would never tell my daddy nothing like that, ever. Say he don't like me and don't want to come to my house. And
this post is a must-watch for all parents, every parent. Looking at the comments, I'm very sure this dad got much more than he bargained for with this video, but he won't get it from me. I'm not here to judge. This post is purely a teachable moment for any parent out there. And this dad is right. I have not seen too much of this content anywhere on social media, but it is definitely a really big part of parenting. I can relate with both perspectives, coming from the kid's side and the dad's side. So let me start off with the kid's perspective first. Because I was that kid growing up. I was that kid. My dad fought for me and my brothers for our entire childhood. But just like that young man around his age, we started not wanting to go on the weekends and this time we had with our dad. And the thing that some adults, some people, some parents are missing is that a child has life with mom, life with dad, and then their own childhood life with their friends and whatever else it is they like to do. And around that age, they figure out what it is they like to do. And in this video, if you listen, I think the dad said there was a 30-day period that he child was going to be with dad. Imagine getting to summer as a child, hearing you're going to be with the other parent who I guess you don't regularly live with for 30 days after you've planned with your friends from school, you know, what your whole summer's going to be. And now that's all crushed because you're going to go with the other parent. So it's not even the parent's fault. And that child, which looks like in that case that he didn't, hate his father. He probably just wanted to enjoy his summer with the friends that he had from school. And even, or I think he was saying about the mom having family that he was happy being with. He just had an idea of where he wanted to spend his time that he enjoyed. And when that comes into play, you can be the best parent. You can be the best dad. You can be the best mom. And again, it may not be to specifically hurt you, but that child wanted to be where he was happy. So that particular place for 30 days was not what made him happy, no matter what his father did. All right. All right. So coming from the dad's side real quick, he said that he was going to send the child back with his mom and erase himself from his life. I pray that he made amends with his son for that, because that's a big decision. But again, if that's what decision he made, I'm not here to judge. You know, that's up to him. But coming from a parent's perspective now, seeing this, and hindsight is 2020, and I wish, I could have saw this ahead of time. But awesome teachable moment. Like I said, you have to look as a parent at what it is that your kid likes. You have to try to adapt your living situations to a place where your kid is going to be happy. That may be having them have access to the friends that they're used to being around. If they're a gamer, making sure that they have access to the games they like to play. If they have good internet. That's the saddest part, and kind of funny as well, that sometimes that's as simple as what it is, that the kid just wants to be in the home that has better internet so they can play their games, or closer to their friend's house so they can go outside and play with their friends. But as a parent, you cannot control how your child's gonna feel. They're growing up. They get an individual take on everything. And so the only thing that you can really do is, again, make your living arrangements as comfortable for your child as possible. I said comfortable, but probably the better word is make your living arrangements as inviting to your child as possible. Make your child want to spend time with you when it is your time to have with your child. And that's, the best you can do, because nothing's going to be perfect with that. Your child's going to develop their own personality, whether you like it or not. And the biggest part of that, and the biggest part of being a parent, is realizing that's where the unconditional love comes in, right there. Because it's going to be some days that your feelings going to be hurt as a parent, but you got to realize that's your child no matter what. And you love that child regardless.
This boy had the nerve to say he don't like me and don't want to.
What? No way. Why would he not like you? It's only that you're making your feelings a child's problem, which is like embarrassing for you that you can't handle it your damn self in like therapy or something. Or maybe it's because you're like berating him on camera and showing the entire world so that you can humiliate him and make him look bad. But the thing is that your comments are turned off, so I'm pretty sure that you were told real quick that he's the victim. You want to look like the victim, you want to feel like the victim, but he is definitely the victim, and I know everybody told you that because your comments are off, but the video is still up, so you're enjoying the likes you're getting. And now that you've turned the comments off, you can get all this validation that I'm the victim and people agree with me, but you can't, the only reason you're getting that with no negative feedback is because you turned your fucking comments off. Stop embarrassing that child. Stop humiliating him. Stop making your feelings his problem. And maybe he'll like you and want to be with you. But as of right now, the second he turns 18, he's not going to fucking talk to you. Ever again. And I truly hope that he has life circumstances where that is possible for him. I hope he never has to talk to you again after he turns 18. I hope that day comes sooner, actually, because you, frankly, do not deserve a son, let alone a son that wants to be around you. And if your ego wasn't bruised enough, let me parent your son for you real quick. Just to your son. Listen, I don't know what your name is, I don't know what your situation is, but what I can tell you is that the second you turn 18 and you cut this man off, there is a whole community of adults who are estranged from their parents here for you, willing to help you, We will teach you what this man failed to teach you, because clearly he is too busy being butthurt and victimized by a 12-year-old to teach you how to live. We will teach you whatever you need to know. Credit, finances, anything. It doesn't matter. All right? There's a whole community out there who had to learn things for ourselves or from each other, and we are willing to pass that knowledge on to you. You will not be alone. There are resources out there for you. He's just not one of them.
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People ain't never.
I see a lot of you women, all right? A lot of you sisters are on here judging this father for having a broken fucking heart, knowing that he's done every single thing he can do with his son in his life. And his son don't want to be around him. The son wants to be with the mom. And if any of you watch my past video, you see I'm going through the same fucking thing. I'm going through the same thing. My son don't want to be at my house. All right? But do you know why? Because at my house, not only do I have love, I have structure. Not only do I have friendship, I have discipline. That's why. These fucked up moms are manipulating these young boys to be straight pussies all of their lives. All of their lives. Just like I told you on my case, the judge still gave my son's mother my child after he missed 202 school assignments. That's fucking impossible. So don't just sit here and judge this dad because of something you saw on social media. He did it because it was his last fucking resort. He did it because us fathers have nobody else to go to and run to. Get a lawyer. We're praying for you. That's all I saw on my timeline and in the comments of my video. Send me money to get a fucking lawyer then. People can barely pay their bills. I keep telling y'all, these family courts are funded by the broken hearts of men and the miseducation of fucking women along with their emotions. That's what's tearing up the black community. Family court alone is tearing up the black community. Y'all thought it was welfare subsidies and housing subsidies and getting the man out the house that way. No. They're breaking up families by making sure the man is insignificant, not only to women, but especially to his fucking children. I moved out of one of the worst communities in all of North America. I moved to Central Pennsylvania suburb. My son homeschools. I started a fucking business and I put my son's name on it with me. At 15 years old, he's been to over 30 states. He works in the moving industry with me. He gets a paycheck. He's learning a trade. He's learning the geography of our country. What's wrong with that when it comes to a father? Oh, he don't want to be over there. If he knew what was best for himself, we wouldn't be talking about it, bro. Y'all sit here and judge this dad for putting his son on social media. He did that shit because he got a fucking broken heart. He did it because there's nobody else for us dads to run to. There's no organizations. There's nothing. Of all the court systems in this country that have been reformed, the family courts have never been reformed. Out of 25%, out of the 100% of men that go for custody of their children, only 25% of them win. Only 25% out of the 100% of men win custody of their children. And only 8% of those men are black. So you see the agenda there. So please, stop judging this fucking man off of something you see on social media. You don't know the full situation. I see why his son don't want to be over there with him. Bullshit. That man got structure. He got discipline. He talked to that young man like a man. He meet him with his own energy, like a man. But you know what the mom do? She nurture him. She bring him in, she coddle him. And that's all right. But you know what she also don't do? She don't teach him work ethic. She don't teach him how to be a gentleman. She can't teach him how to pee standing up. Let us do our fucking jobs. How about that?
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People ain't never.
You having problems with your son, and the first thing you do is decide to get on camera and show him and embarrass him and sit here and talk about your feelings? What about his feelings of you sitting here talking crap about him in his face to a bunch of people? Like, I see why he don't like you. You seem like an asshat. Like, if he don't want to be around you, then he doesn't have to be. It's that simple. If y'all have such good memories, then he would like you. But apparently, he doesn't. Because he don't like you. Yeah, he kind of is old enough to know if his mama's sitting up there lying or if you're just not somebody he wants to be around. And I'm pretty sure he don't want to grow up to be a man like you. So leave that boy alone. Let him go on with his damn mama if that's where he want to go.
You know, this boy had the nerve to say he don't like me and don't want to come to me.
If you guys haven't watched all of that video or haven't seen that clip before, what's going on is a dad is video recording his son because his son says that he don't want to spend time with his dad and that he'd rather spend time with his real family, which is his mom and his stepdad. And before you guys start jumping and commenting, oh, well, the dad's not involved, the dad said he always is involved with his kids except for the time that the mama don't want him around. It is what it is. We ain't looking to blame the mama. We just pointing out the facts from as he's telling the side of the story. Now, the first thing I do want to point out is I think that this dad is extremely wrong for recording his son like that. And what I mean is, like, no offense, you kind of putting him on the spot. Like, if everything you say is true, like, you're really trying to make a 12 or 13-year-old the bad guy. And you ain't never gonna look cool doing that as a grown man, first and foremost. I think a big thing that people always miss as parents, and I feel like as a kid, I was always hyper aware of the world around me. And like, parents are people just like children are people. And like, your kid can dislike you for many reasons. They may not like the boundaries you set. They may not like how strict you are. He may not like you because you and his mama broke up or y'all didn't have a good breakup. He may dislike you because he feel like you cheated on his mom or you did his mama wrong during the breakup. I think the most important thing that the dad should realize is, like, bro, that's your kid, you know, and you brought him into the world, so you got, you know, obligation to him, whether that be not just, you know, financial, but also obligation of spending time and doing things at this current time, because he beefing with you for whatever reason it is. It's not gonna be fun, but you got to still take your weekends. You still got to take your time. You still got to try to do fun things with him. Is it going to suck? Yeah. Is this little nigga being ungrateful right now? Yes. But again, hopefully, you know, through time and through showing up and showing him consistently, hopefully he'll see that, you know, like, my dad really cares for me. He may not be my favorite person, but you know what? He's trying. And some kids don't see that. And like, he has to be okay with understanding that. Like, I got a couple of homies like who just dislike their parents. Their parents didn't do nothing wrong to them or anything. Like, they just genuinely do not like them as people. And sometimes that happens. Like, and I tell my kids all the time, like, I'm not here to be your best friend. Like, I'm here to raise you and, you know, give you morals and give you things that you can build upon and be a better man. Like, I'm not here to be your friend. If you decide when you turn 30 or when you turn 18, you don't want to rock with me no more, that is okay. But understand, I gave you the values and the morals to be a good man. Like, I showed up to your football games. I'm out here tossing baseballs with you. I'm out here telling you about the facts of life. And if you don't like who I am as a person, that is okay. We don't gotta be friends, but know that I did everything that I was supposed to do to make sure you turned out to be a good guy. But I will point out, if the mom is keeping him away, as he says, and that's the only time he's not involved, then it may be a issue of the mom spreading false narratives. I try to not, you know, talk about that as much as possible, but I mean, sometimes that does happen in real life. And maybe the issue of the beef that the kid has with his dad is what his mom is saying or what his stepdad is saying. But again, you know, as a father, it's his job to be there and try to work through that as best he can. When that kid becomes an adult and he decides he don't need him, don't want him around, don't want to be bothered, then hey, it is what it is. But as a man, you did your obligation. You did what you were supposed to do. And I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you can do. You ain't gonna like everybody, and everybody not gonna like you. And sometimes them people who come from you not gonna like you. And I mean, it's a sad and unfortunate thing, but sometimes that's life.
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People ain't never.
This shit just pissed me off so fucking bad. So fucking bad. Where the fuck is my glasses? You really stood your ugly ass up there and put that camera in that child face because your feelings was hurt by his feelings. Then proving why he doesn't want to be there. You think because you do fun things with him, that's being a parent? No. You are literally trying to embarrass him in front of the world
because your feelings are hurt and you don't understand why he doesn't want to be at your house. And then the grown men in these comments behind it is another reason why I just say, like, y'all are so toxic. Like, you blame it on women, but it's y'all. This boy is literally sitting here telling his father why he does not like being around him. And then his father does exactly what led him not to be there. Where does that make sense? And then y'all talking about his bunny and flip-flops. It's summertime. What person don't wear flip-flops? He's black. He has black hair. Why would he not wear a bunny? Like, y'all sound retarded. This is why I made my video. Like, literally, I just made a video about my son. Because my son is one of the boyish boys you will ever meet. Like, the MF for a daredevil. He literally be popping wheelies on his dirt bike and stuff. But I allow him to also bask in the fact that you are human with human emotions. And just because you have emotions doesn't mean that you hold and hide them. And that's probably exactly what his mother taught him, to hint the reason why he held that conversation with you. But instead of taking that conversation and trying to figure it out as a parent, as the adult in the situation, this is the reason why a lot of kids go no contact with y'all when they get grown. This is exactly the reason why I have no relationship with my father. Even though he was a single parent, I have no relationship with him at all. Because of stuff like that.
Say he don't like me and don't want to come to my house, and that.
Hey, y'all go back and look at that shit. That man was saying some real shit. I got one thing I really want to say though. Bro, you ain't got to embarrass your son like that. But at the end of the day, I do understand exactly what the hell you talking about. Let's just be honest. The manipulation is fucking strong as shit. I'm tired of hearing and seeing this shit, because I'm go through it right. I go through it my damn self. These women manipulate these kids so bad that they make us look like us fathers ain't shit. Do you hear me? Ain't shit. That man said he been in his life, his whole life, except when his mom kept him away. What was he doing for that boy to even come over for 2 days and say it feel like a week with his dad? What did you tell this boy? What are you putting in this little boy's... He's 12. I go through it too, and I'm not even gonna bullshit you, and I'm gonna keep it a G. People on the other side has fucking manipulated them to the point where they don't want to have a fucking relationship with their own dad. The motherfucker that made them. You know, you came out of me. Like, what did I do to you so bad? First off, let me put it to you like this. I got 3 kids. I only put my hands on one child. One. He loves me more than, he shows me love more than the other 2. The other 2 I never put my hands on. Never. They never got a spanking. Maybe that's what they needed. They never got the ass whooped. Maybe that's what they needed. They never got them paws put on them. Maybe that's what they needed. But at the end of the day, I never did that. Because I was abused when I was a child. You know what I mean? So I don't like putting my paws on my kids. You feel me? That's a big no-no for me, bro. But maybe they needed it. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that man ain't wrong. Y'all ladies need to stop manipulating these kids, getting in their motherfucking mind. You're basically making them think how you feel about your fucking ex-spouse and have them feel the same fucking way when that's fucking wrong. I'm saying, I don't care. Excuse me. Don't excuse my fucking language. I don't care. It's the truth. It's the wholehearted truth, bro. Because if you wasn't around there talking ill will about that man behind his back in front of his kids, that little boy would not come over there and act like that. That's why these kids be acting like that. And I'm tired of that shit. And we need to put a stop to that shit. Because y'all need to get y'all motherfucking minds right. Real talk, bro. Let me tell you like this. All my kids, they came over here. I never said nothing bad about their mother. Unless they brought some shit up that they didn't like. And I said, yeah, I don't think that's right. Yeah, you know, I don't think the way she moving is right. That you know, that's how I handled it. I ain't say your mother's a bitch. I ain't say your mother's a manipulating motherfucker. I ain't say none of that. Facts, bruh. So, what is y'all ladies sitting here? What did y'all telling these kids? For these kids to act, to come out their mouth talking about, I don't like you, I don't want to be here. Or like, how disrespectful can you be to somebody that made you, bruh? Like, make it make fucking sense to me. What's up with this new generation, bro? And it's always the women that raised them. The women. Man, look, let me tell you some real shit. I tried my hardest to raise my youngest son. And my youngest son, bro, he just want to be out there. He just want to be in the streets, which I can't say he wrong, because when I was 18, I was out there in the streets. Fuck you talking about? But at the end of the day, he don't want to check in. He don't want to talk to nobody. He's just out there doing him. You feel me? And at the end of the day, I sit back and I think about this shit, and I'm like, young, why don't you want to talk to me? And I know it's because his mom. He hardly talked to his mother. Like, so I'm like, okay, all right, what did I do? What did I do wrong for you not to even want to say, hey, Dad, what's up? You good? What's up? Like, what did I do? And to be honest with you, I stopped thinking about that shit because I really realized I ain't do shit. It's them motherfuckers over there talking about me, and because they don't like me, type shit. You didn't like me in the beginning when you found out she was pregnant. You didn't like me then, so I know you ain't gonna like me now, even though I'm a good dude. I'm a good dad. I'm always there for him. Like, I mean, man, bro. The shit I done did for my youngest son and my daughter, man, fuck that. All my kids. Fuck you talking about? Man, I done did some extra shit and beyond that most parents would have been like, nah, I'm not doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, I feel that man's pain. I feel that man's pain that you still taking care of a child that don't want shit to do with you. All because manipulation on the other side of the fucking family. Take a village to raise a child. Y'all stop talking, stop doing that dumb shit, bro. And then you wonder why the kids is acting like that. You wonder why the kids in jail. You know, my son caught a felony at 18 years old, bro. My youngest. I'm like, Dad, you caught a felony? What the fuck is you out here doing, bro? Like, and he too scared to talk to me. He too scared. He know I know. He too scared to talk to me, bro. You know what I mean? Because he know I'm about to get in his ass. But he ain't used to nobody getting in his ass. No Diddy, no doubt. You know what I'm talking about, though. But yeah. And he a grown man now. He grown, but still, I'm still a dad. Fuck you talking about? I'm still Pop, bro. Like, ladies, stop talking ill will about your significant other with them kids, man. Stop. Because now you putting shit in them kids' head. And them kids think, oh, it's all right because my mom don't like you. I don't like you either, motherfucker. Nah, that's not fucking how it rock. Stay blessed, less stressed. God damn, can we do better? Fuck you ain't.
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People ain't never...
Watch that video for context about what I'm about to say. But this is exactly why your son doesn't want to spend time with you. Because, look, teenagers like to go out with their friends. Do you know, they don't want to hang around with their parents. Right? They just don't. It's a chore. It's to get them to spend time with you can be a chore. But do you blast them all over the internet? No. And it wouldn't surprise me now if your boy, when he goes back after the 30 days, doesn't ever come back. And because you've done this video, his mother now will take you back to court and you'll probably never see your son again. This was a very narcissistic thing to do. You're more interested in proving to us that your children are bad. I think you need to look at yourself, sir. Look at why your son doesn't want to spend time with you.
I want the world to see this person right here. This is my son. People ain't never...
This is crazy. I've probably done this video like maybe 5 or 6 times because I'm just trying to put together words. And it's extremely difficult, man. This shit is crazy. It's like this shit still happens. It's like, oh man, I remember that one time I saw that one video, that one guy posted a video of his kid on the internet, and yeah, I'm gonna do that too. Holy fucking shit. Like, I feel like you people get a rush from doing this kind of shit. And then you want to be like, oh, I don't do this because I want to. I do this because I have to. It was a fucking impulse decision you made because you got in your fucking feelings. Your feelings are hurt that much by a 12-year-old, your own 12-year-old, your own flesh and blood, because he doesn't like you. So guess what, son? I still fucking love you. I don't give 2 flips of a flying fuck if you don't like me. I love you. I'm gonna be in your life, little nigga. But you can't do that. You're gonna be fine. Fine. You don't like me? Fine. You do all this stuff together? Fine. You don't like me? That's okay. That's okay. I'm gonna give you what you want. I'm gonna be out your life. I'm gonna be out your life forever. Yeah. I know his mama got something to do with this. Mama got something to do with this. This is why you need a man in his life. That's why he need a man in his life. And it sure as fuck ain't gonna be you. It's gonna be somebody else. A better man. Faster, stronger, better. Because it can't be you. It can't be. And that's the thing a lot of men need to fucking understand. It's not always going to be you. It can't always be you. You wanna say this shit with his mom? No. This ain't got shit to do with it. This ain't got shit to do with his mom. This is all about you. This is about your inability to process your feelings because no one taught you that. Probably because your father wouldn't allow it. You're telling me you had a bunch of other adult males in your life and you never, like, took bits and pieces from any of them? Were they all the fucking same? You're telling me growing up, even, like, with the male music artists that you listen to, none of that transferred through? You're telling me all of the black actors that you see on movie and television, the characters that they played, none of that imprinted onto you? Are you just a straight clone of your fucking father? Well, there's your first problem. You wanted to be your dad growing up, because I guess that's the only role model you had. And that's kind of fucking sad. And bro, you're not the worst dad in history. You could always show him that.
You're not the worst dad in history. There are several fathers that are 10 times as worse. But if you want to join the upper echelon, be my fucking guest. Be my fucking guest. And let another man raise your son. He doesn't like you. That's fine. Oh, fucking well. It hurts because he's your flesh and blood. Okay. Oh, fucking well. You're sitting here telling me that you haven't been hurt by your flesh and blood before? And if you haven't, congratulations, but by the looks of it, I'm pretty sure you have. Again, what do I know? I'm just some random black dude on the internet that didn't become what either of his parents wanted. But in the meantime, in between time, I suggest everybody get therapy so they can live a more happier and productive life. Keela Salai.
And he chooses mama over his daddy, his flesh and blood.
I'm going to need you to look up two things. One, where babies come from. Because if you think that you are more flesh and blood to that child than his mother is, fuck you. Two, I want you to look up emotional regulation and emotional abuse and realize that what you just did to your son was emotional abuse. You blasted your son on the internet because you got your fucking feelings hurt. Deal with your own shit. Stop blaming the child, stop blaming the mother, and start looking at what the fuck you did to create this situation. Your child doesn't hate you because his mother told him to. Your child doesn't like you and don't want to be around you because you ain't shit dad. You want to call yourself a father when you're nothing but a sperm donor with a fucking checkbook. I can take my son out and do fun things with him. Yeah. But the minute he tells you how he honestly and truly feels about you, you embarrass him on the fucking internet. Yeah, that's father of the year behavior, isn't it? So fucked up.